Rescue, Data and Repair. My name is Ben. Hello, welcome to the microsoldering show. Yeah, today we just open up the new iPhone 14 Pro and we will separate the board, reballing the CPU and getting all back together and have a look if this will work. And hopefully we can arrange taking out the CPU A16 for the first time. Then it's only, and hopefully it works on the first time, only a CPU reball and getting the CPU back to the board. And I'm really like that here. I'm really like that here. So let's directly go. The device was already opened yesterday by my friend Andy. He just did a teardown in German. Watch the video. We will give you the link under this video so you can see. And today it's my turn. I didn't see before how Andy disassembled that phone. He only told me it's like the 13 Pro, so should be okay. As I said several times, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of these phones. I'm still using my 11 Pro because I just love the form and everything of it. And I really don't like the new phones with that big camera on the backside, but they have a great function. So this is pretty okay. And I will just disassemble the phone now. And then we will take out the board and reball the CPU and have a look if this will work. So we directly go. So we just loose the screws on the bottom. And after that, we need to heat up the device a little bit. Because it was already opened, I think it will go off in a good way, but we still need to heat up the phone. Now we should have a hot phone. And if the phone is hot, what we can do, we can hopefully lift out the screen in an easy way. Yeah, okay, it was already open. It just works in a good way. Okay. And after that, we can just disassemble the screen. And what do we see here? A16 Bionic. Really looks nice. Really looks nice. Okay. And now it's all about, I never opened this phone before, so I have to take a look where we have screws and we need to unscrew them. So, you see what I mean? If you work on these phones, it's always like that because the camera is so big and the device moves if you work on it. So Apple has a tool for that. We already ordered. It's a form where you can get in the phone and then you don't have that the issue that it's acting like that, but the form makes it all bigger. And yeah, unscrewed. Okay, this looks pretty cool or not? Can you see that? Yeah, so before this glue sticker was directly on the front of the board. Now it's on the shield. That solved better. So we disconnect the battery. That even looks like almost like the iPhone 13 Pro board for me from the form of it. It's the form what I mean? Yeah? Okay. So let's open up this and just have a look. Okay. Here we have the screen. Here we have the front flex. Even looks a little bit different to the 13 Pro Max because they don't have the notch anymore at all. So now we need to disconnect all them FPCs. And at first, now we just start by taking out the camera module. Let's have a look. So now we can lift up the shield here. Shield here, and we can take out the camera module, and like you see, a really big camera module or not. almost like on the 13 Pro. So for me, until now, nothing which I didn't ever seen before. I need to see where we have the next screw. That's here. And now the module out. And this is the Face ID assembly. Well, okay, can you see that? Face ID assembly for the infrared cam, the front cam, and the DAT. Okay. On this board, like I see, the SIM reader is integrated on the board. So we need to take out the SIM tray here. Okay. Here, this one is a screw which you find on the 13 Pro 2. And now we can lift out the logic board. So we get the housing to the side, and let's have a look at this beautiful logic board. You see here's the SIM tray, or the SIM reading module, and from the size and from the form of the board, it looks similar to the 13 Pro board. Okay, what we do now is just lifting the foam around the FPCs, and there is some glue under, so we just add some alcohol to lose it in the easy way. Okay, come on. Okay, one. And now we just need to separate that logic board. Oh yeah, I already got something, and that's the reason why we took a lot of time until we can do this video, because we needed to order or we needed to wait for them plates, and we needed to wait for stencils and things like that. So, and we just wanted to do that video after we got that that material. So here on the back side, like on the other boards too, like on the 12 and like on the 13, we have some glue, and we have to take this away. So, yeah, okay, works. And what about this here? Can we lift it or not? It's only glue, or it is an antenna? Looks like we can't remove this. Not a problem. Okay, now we just need to have a look where we can add this board, and looks like it fits here. Cool. So let's heat up, and Tim, first time separating an iPhone 14 Pro logic board on YouTube. Let's go. And I not only on YouTube, I never did it before. So let's see if this will work or not. Hopefully it will work, because otherwise I need to get a shoot in my head. So, and here we have the CPU stencil. Okay, this can. Okay, CPU stencil, and this one is the stencil for the board halves. Okay. Now we can just take some hot air to help. Oh, I'm really scared about that. Okay, what I see here is that we have a little bit of glue here. So we just remove that. And we just remove that. And now let's see if we can lift up the board already. No, not. So we need to use some more hot air. Why not? And again, let's see. What do you think, Tim? Can we lift? Yeah. Oh, have a look. Oh, have a look at this. Oh, have a look at this beautiful board which we separated here. I come again. I just come again. Okay. It was glue here. So I didn't remember that, but not a problem at all. So on other versions you have antenna here, okay? So, can you see that? Does that look beautiful or not? I think yes. Okay, for me the board looks similar to the iPhone 13 Pro logic board. So let's have a look under the microscope for the CPU and how many small parts are around the CPU, how is the glue. We need to clean that. Then we need to take off the solder from the board halves, we need to take off the CPU, we need to reball everything. So let's go. We just take off the thermal paste here from the CPU. And now we go straight under the microscope, baby. So, oh yeah. Let us have a look. A16. And what can we see? What is important if you work on these boards and if you work with CPUs? Let's have a look for this. What is important? Important is that we have a position here where we can come in with the tool to lift out the CPU. We have small parts around the CPU, all around here, so we have to clean the glue and have a look that we don't lose them small parts. That's pretty important. The next what we see here is the main power IC directly under the CPU, so we need to cover that with a heat sink because we don't want to risk any cold solder joints. Here, I would add it here. We should start by cleaning the glue now. Normally I take another nozzle for this. I don't have it here, so we just try it with that one and let's have a look if it works. Okay. We need a tool for doing that, pretty sure. The best situation would be that we don't lose glue, that we don't lose small parts. There is at the moment no board holder exactly for this model, so we need to use universal. So that is my favorite board holder, the WL single shaft board holder. We will soon have an online shop where you can order all them tools and we will get you the link under the videos. Okay, and the next slide. Until now, I can say that all works pretty okay. We can lose the glue without any issues and we didn't lose small parts. I think we are done with losing the glue. And now we need to find a position, and that's pretty hard here. We need to find a position where we can come in with the tool, and the board even needs to be fixed in the holder. So I hope it works like this, because this in my opinion is the best point to come in with the tool. Okay, so and if we need to come in with the tool here, it's like we need some space, we need a holder which holds the board down, and we need hot air, and we need luck because we don't want to lose any small parts and we don't want to damage the CPU, okay? So I get this to here a little bit more, and hopefully we can arrange taking out the CPU A16 for the first time. Let's see. Tim, cross your fingers. I don't want to overheat anything. I don't want to kill the power IC. But we need heat on the board to take out the CPU. No heat damage. Come on, come on. Yeah, come on, come on, come on. And done, we are out, baby! CPU is out. Let's have a look. And did we lose pads? No, we didn't lose any pads. That's pretty important to don't lose pads here, okay? Have a look at the PMU, and do we see bolts around the PMU? No, we don't see bolts around the PMU, and that's pretty good because we didn't do any overheatings here. And if you don't see bolts around the main PMU, it's always a good sign, okay? So this is like on the generations before. Pretty okay. Ground layer. Now we need to clean the logic board, and I hope that my dust absorber here works for that. I get it to 100. Add flux to the logic board. So we have a rectangle CPU. We have a rectangle CPU, like the A15 too. And I need my Knipex. Sorry, short break, I forgot my Knipex. Problem in here is, on my table, I have a different cleaner, which works with metal brush, and this one is Stoff synthetic brush. So mine works better on the table. Okay, so let's clean the board. Go over here. It's a ground layer, it takes a lot of heat. We take time for doing that now. So I think Tim will speed it up a little bit in the video. But like I said, it's a complete new board, and I just want to take time for doing that. No hurry. I do it like always. I clean the glue and remove the solder in one step with the wick. And at first it's always important to work with a lot of solder to get the solder into the system. And we don't lose pads. clean here, move one more time. And after that we can do a first cleaning run by using the brush. Okay, clean room wipe. So, okay, cleaned one time. What can we do as the next step, Tim?
Clean again?
Yeah, clean again. You're right. Tim already learned a lot. Tim already learned a lot. Clean again. So, here crown layer. Takes a lot of heat. Sides, okay. And now I will do cleaning by using hottie. Now I will just cover the main PMIC again, because I want to work with some heat again. So we lower down the temperature and we take a glue cleaning tool and we try to clean glue without causing any damages. Okay, we go on here in that area. Gently, 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 gently. Same here. Gently here we have still solder balls on the bottom of the board, so we don't want to risk anything here. I just take a tweezer. Great. Now we take the glue cleaning tool again. And we go on here and here. And I think this looks pretty okay for the first run. Now we take away the heat sink. And we clean with the brush. Here I can see some more glue. What I do now, you normally don't need to do, but I do it here. I just clean between the small parts. Okay. And now we add some flux. We add some flux here, and now we just take wick one more time again. I don't want to inhale the smog. In my table, the dust absorber has much more power. Gently. Gently. Always remember, ground layer takes a lot of heat. Don't be too fast on the ground layer. Okay. I'm working on this board like I didn't work for years before, because I really work slow, slow, slow. Ground layer. This one we can cover later. Okay, fine. Now the brush again. Here is some more glue. But if you did this 2 or 3 times, you do it like if you sleep. Not a problem. But at first time you always have to take a look how reacts the areas around, and how do I need to go to. That is just normal. Taking away the rest of the glue here. And getting the pads flat. That's always really important, flat pads. Glue here. Glue here. Some space for the decoupling cap. And we are done soon. What do you think, Tim? Is all okay until now?
Looks pretty good in my opinion.
Okay. Some more glue here at the side. And the first small part which wants to go. But this is not a problem at all. We have an NC and we have something getting loose here. And we just need to fix that. So we're getting away the glue. After we got away the glue, what do we do then? we just fixed a small part. Come on here. Come to me. Come to me and go here. It's easier to fix with hot air because we have some dirt here. Yeah, we will fix that by using some hot air. Go down, baby. Add some flux. I don't know why it doesn't want to come down, but we will fix it. No. Doesn't want to. Doesn't want to, but not a problem. I got an idea for that. I got an idea for them too. So this one wanted to fly away, but not a problem for our behavior. Not a problem for our behavior. So we go down again. So. And I will add a little bit solder later and just add another capacitor here. I just have to take a look what we need. Sorry, not a capacitor, a resistor. So, not a problem. Now we just go on gently. That's why I always clean the glue between them small parts here to see if something is loose. Because if you take out a CPU, what do? You take heat. If you take heat, always something can disconnect, and we want to see. Okay, fine here. Fine here. And where is my heatsink, which I need now? Take a new one, not a problem. And then we can go on by cleaning the CPU. And for the small resistor, it's not a problem. I will get something. Perhaps I have something here, and if not, I go to get. Why do I do that, Tim? Just to have space between the small parts and the CPU to sit it down perfectly. That's the only reason why I do that. So, and now the last step I do is just having a look that the pads are flat here. If they are flat enough, like I think they are, we can start by covering the ground layer here with some UV. I think we are pretty fine now. So we can clean the board by using a wipe here. And everything is flat, and that's pretty okay. Now we just need to add some UV. Normally I don't do it. I let it stay like that and solder down the CPU. But first time, and we take the time for just doing that, okay? This looks good. Now we go on here. And let us have a look for the CPU, how that looks like. Here, you see that? These areas here which I cover are not connected here, okay? So that's why I can go on here and cover these pads. Now I will just seal it one time and then we go on. I use UV light for doing that. Oh, and I'm pretty hot for getting this CPU clean. I want to see how it works. Okay, we get some UV again here. And come on, go over. Yeah, we are fine. We are fine here. Now we need to go over here. Therefore we can use a little bit more of this UV. And we go on like you see. Same as on the other side. Just covering these pads. One time around. Well, so we just need to remove that. Here, okay. Not a problem. Come on, between here we have to scrape free a little bit later. But I'm fine with that. Small stage here. And we are almost done. Now we just need to take this away. We just need to seal that. Then I have to scrape a little bit on 3 or 4 points. After that we can reball CPU, get CPU back down to the board and have a look if this works. Okay, see, we have just cleaned the pads here. And this is how it should look like, okay? So we have no balls around the PMU. I clean it for you so you can see it better. So we have no balls here. What means we didn't overheat anything. We have all fine here. We have two missing components here, which are not bad for our behavior because we only want to show you how to reball the CPU and get it back. I will replace these two resistors later. That's not a problem at all. And here is some more solder on the pad, here and here too. Double and triple check everything. And here's some more solder. But I think now we are pretty fine, okay? So the board is ready, prepared for performing the swap, okay? So now we go to the CPU and having a look. Can we clean that CPU like the A14 and A15 CPU? I never did before, so I just really don't know. And I like to work on that complete new CPU. So we took a device for about 1,500 euros out of the box, disassembled it completely, took out everything, and yeah, that's like how to take 1,500 euro and get it to the next basket. But okay, I really like to do that. I really like to do that. So now we just clean the CPU, and at first we just add some 138 paste to it. Everything is full of flux and dirt here, so I really have to clean the whole room as soon as possible here. We need a ball of solder. And we need to get down that solder to the CPU. The light comes from here and goes directly to my eyes, so I don't have a good sight. So I do it like that, so I see more. Yeah. Get in this solder. Okay. Now we should be fine. What do we do now, Tim?
We clean the glue of the CPU.
Yeah, we clean the glue on the CPU. That's pretty right. We just need a good matching tip for that. So that looks good. We need to low down temperature. We need to set up the hot air, and then we can hopefully clean the CPU like the A14 and A15. Let's go. Have a look for the deep trenches. We don't want to destroy them. Yeah, get away the glue. See? Yeah, the surface for me, like I see until now, looks relatively stable. What about the heat consumption of the CPU? Feels okay too. Yeah, pretty feels okay too. What?
Goes like butter.
Yeah, it goes off like butter. If you know how, yeah. So I'm still scared and feared of what I'm doing here, but we need to do it for you. We need to do it for the video. We need to do it for a CPU rework on an iPhone 14 Pro A16, as I think first in the world. Hopefully we are successful at the end. But as I always tell, I need to fix the CPU again. As I always tell to our students, you have to study and to work on your cases to get a way to solve them. And that's like always, if a new device comes and a new CPU type comes, it's like you need to study that, you need to study the structure, you need to study the form of that and how to go on with temperatures and how to just work with that CPU, because the CPU is the main part of data, because without CPU, no data. And because our main field is data recovery, we need to be able to swap even these new CPUs, because in theory, tomorrow, a device like that can come in and customer needs data and the device needs a swap. So you need to know how to do, okay? I think you understand what I want to say with my bad English. So it's like we had a lot of glue on the whole device. I don't know why they did such an amount of glue here. Perhaps it's because of preventing cold solder getting more stable on dropping the device. You don't know, or we don't know here at this point, why the manufacturer of a phone acts like this. For us, it's always like we have to learn how to work with that architecture of these new types. Okay, I think that we can lose the rest of the glue by just going over the CPU with a solder ball, and then we should be almost done. Then it's only, and hopefully it works on the first time, only a CPU reball and getting the CPU back to the board. And I'm really like that here. I'm really like that here, okay? Okay, get the ball around the CPU. And you see the deep branch caps on the CPU look pretty good. On the generations before, on the A14, A15 and even on the A13, often you had issues with the deep branches, even if they still were looking good. So let's see how it is on this generation. You see, we have some more glue at some points, and we need to remove that now. I just have to get you to see it on the microscope, I think. Okay. Really gently. Okay. So now I see more. Almost done, and like you see, work is work. Clean one more time with the brush. See the last things which we need to clean, like here, 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 here. Okay. And again. Brushing, I think we don't need heat anymore at all now. That's okay, that is okay. Here and here. So now I hope last time brush, and yes. Or here a little bit. You see that, Tim?
Yeah.
Here and done! Okay. Looks good. Looks good, Tim. Looks really good. For now, we need to reball the CPU, okay?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
I give my best to give it a go. Yeah. Always in this room. Cleaning is bad because we don't have pressure there. But okay, you can't have everything. Okay. This should look pretty okay for doing a reball. I will get you for a better side, not a problem. And we are at an A16. Am I right, Tim? Is this an A16? Yes, because it's the Pro. And the Pro has an A16. Okay. What do we see here? Dirt in a new stencil. Dirt in a complete new... I need to clean my fingers. In a complete new and unused stencil, we have dirt at a point. You see? Crazy. Never used before. Never used before and dirt in it. So we need to clean it. And we need to hope that we are clean enough now. Yeah. Okay. Can you see everything on the cam? Here is some more dirt, but I will reball even and get it out later. I don't want to lose time now. So Tim, really I'm like that. Okay? We have a look. We have a look now. We need to reball that CPU. The CPU is a rectangle. The CPU is like as big as the A15. It's not anymore like an A11, A12, A13. So it just has a different form. And we need to reball that CPU in a good way with same sized balls to get that CPU back to the board and get a booting device, because that is what we want to have, okay? We want to see a working or a booting device here in that video. So we start with the Reball. And I just do it in a soft way, starting at the edges. Move a little bit. And now we just need to add some flux here. Don't know why the hot air feels so hot, because I'm at a low temperature, but okay. Now we need to wait for a short time. And then we need to have a look how this Reball of the A16 looks like. I lift up the stencil and what do we see, Tim?
Perfect.
Perfect Reball with one missing ball here, but that's not a problem because it's surely sticking at the stencil, this big. We take this one, pretty okay. One missing ball is totally okay. Or do you see it? Here it is. Here it is. Not a problem. So we fix that missing ball here fast because we even need to do a reflow. So it's not time consuming now. So we just get that ball here to that point, okay, and that to here. So there was some dirt in, like you see, but not a big problem. I just want to see some more. Okay, good. And now we add some flux. And these balls are always like, don't come to me, go away. So Tim, what do you think about that Reball? Yeah, we have it. This looks good. And I'm pretty amazed. So we need to get the CPU down to the board, okay? Are you fine with that, Tim? Okay, let's get the board into the holder, let's get the CPU onto the board, and let's get some hot air to the board to getting down the CPU. And after that, we clean the solder around this around the board, top and bottom layer, and we reball the bottom layer. So this will take some more minutes, Tim, because we do it in the slow way, not in the fast one, okay? Wow, pretty nice, pretty nice. Now we need something to cover the main power, I see again. And my cool pad has been gone away again. So we take the next tool pad, we have enough of them here, not a big problem. We take away this one, and so the power IC is covered. But do you see that here? What happened here? What happened here? We have to fix that, Tim. I didn't even see when this was happening, but I have to fix it. Okay? I have to fix that shit up. Hopefully no problemo. Okay. Good. I really didn't saw it before. I don't know when this happened, because it's at an area where we perhaps on separating the sandwich, I don't know, but normally not. We will see. Okay, but it's fixed, and that's the most important part here, that we saw it and that we fixed it. Okay, so now we need to get the CPU down to the board. And I hope that my orientation for the CPU, which I do by hand, is pretty okay in this case. And now it's soldering down the motherfucking CPU. A16 down to the board, first in the world. Let's go. Flux comes out at the sides. We are done, baby! So, and now we just need to take the board, need to get it down here, and need to have a look at the side. And what we see here, Tim, beautiful balls. This CPU sits down like a baby. Great, okay? So we could have a look now if this board wants to boot already, but I just want to get away the solder, reball the sandwich, get back together, and then have a look if this thing wants to boot, okay? Ich bräuchte ein Gewicht. I need a weight. Yeah, perfect. Thanks a lot. So Tim was getting my weight. So I can place the weight on my board. It's pretty okay. That's my technique for doing that. So I don't need a holder. And then we just lower up the temperature. Is this the first sandwich reball for this device on YouTube? Can somebody have a look if there were reballs before for an iPhone 14 Pro? And just hit me up with a comment, please. Would be interesting to know, because I'm really not a YouTube watcher. I'm just somebody who likes to do videos with my team here, but really I'm not looking videos normally, just sometimes. And the newer logic boards, they are just big. They are big sandwich boards. And big sandwich boards, if you reball them, the most time-taking thing is taking off the solder because the reball as it's not a problem. It's done fast normally, hopefully in this case too. But what always takes time is cutting wick, going over the board, taking off the solder. That's always like it takes time. You know what I mean? You have to move and you have to go on. I think you know what I mean. It's not difficult, it's just time taking. So we need to clean one time, okay? Just want to show the board into the cam. You can see swapped CPU on the top layer, okay? So, fine. Now we need to clean the bottom layer board. I just need to have a look where I have it. Where I have the bottom layer board. Here I have the bottom layer board. Okay. Not far away. So, and now we just clean a little bit for the thermal paste on the bottom, and then we add flux. So we add flux, and then we take wick and we take away solder. Can you see everything? I hope. So we need more solder on the tip. The tip is getting gray again because this cleaner is not as good as mine on my table. Yeah, now it's better. Okay, we have more solder on the tip, so we can clean much better, you see. But it's always important to have a look that you get away the spaces. Okay, looks good. Now it's like cleaning. Okay, cleaned. What do we do now? We just try to reball that sandwich. Okay, so that's the form we use for doing that. And let's see if this matches here. Okay, looks pretty good. Looks like the board matches in here. Then we need to see how to act now. Oh, okay, it's magnetic, and I think it's better to act like this, because this is a stencil. If you go on with hot air, it will bend. I don't like that. I don't like a stencil bending and f***ing my reball. I just want I just want a fast and a good reball. Let's have a look if the holes are matching. Yes, the holes are matching. As long as the holes are matching, we can add the paste. The Kianli stencil is magnetic too, but not as magnetic as this one. It's really a hard magnet. So, and if you take away the stencil after getting in the paste, it can move, and we don't want a move. We really don't want a move on the stencil. We want to act like... Can we come in here? Oh, that's bad made on the stencil. Okay, we try to act like this. And let's have a look under the microscope if this is pretty okay or not. Yeah, it looks pretty okay, I think. So just give it a reball. We need to take out this later. Okay, what we do now, just being quick and fast, hopefully, and taking out this. Yes, nice, as long as it's hot. Okay, good. So we have some more here, and we take that out too. You can see it, little piece of solder. Okay, check about these 2 points, because there is not enough solder on. That is always like if you work with that method, can be that you need to add some more at some points, but that's easy to arrange. You see, I work with low temp and just being patient and get some solder onto them pads. Like this. Okay, this is crowned. They all look pretty good. And here we have same issue. You see, I don't have a good tip for this here. I tried with this one. Try to add. This is only crown, not a problem at all. Crown too, but I add no crown. Need to add a little bit. And soon we are done. Yeah, fine. Crown. Okay. Looks pretty good, Tim. Please tell me what we can do now finally.
Solder the board halves back together.
Soldering the board halves back together. More nice. So we need to start that last operation of this really long video, I think. Let me have a look. Okay. Now it should match much better. Yeah. Getting the board down. Feels pretty okay, baby. And now go down to the bottom and help. We don't want to use heat for such a long time because the CPU has been reballed, and we don't want to heat that up too high. Done. Now we need to get a tweezer like this, and we need to see if that moves already backward, or we still need some heat here in this area. Yeah, only in this area on the top or on the bottom it's already okay. Here I can see the bolts melting now. I just add some hot air. Okay. Yeah, perfect. And now, oh, on this side we can't get in to get it out with a pizza, like a pizza. Okay, that's bad on this side or on this form. But I try to come because I don't want to stay it here for too long time. Pizza's ready, baby! After that, I just need a little break, okay? I need a little break because I'm really like that. So let's see under the microscope. What can we see here? Oh, it's still really hot. Okay, this one looks good. This one looks good. Could be at this area I see something. Let us see if it's really okay or if we have to do it again to the preheater, but we need to see. Yeah, okay, it's well connected. What we see here is just a ball. We go out. But this one is well connected. It could be more down, but okay, well connected is well connected. And here it's straight down. Okay. It's still hot. What I do now is just cleaning that up a little bit. Get it down here. And now we just clean up the table one time. And now we just get the board into the housing. And I'm really was ist nervös? Nervous. I'm really nervous because I don't want to use my power supply now to see something like boot behavior or something like that. I just want to see, does this phone boot or does it not boot? So we just connect the screen. Or should I get in the camera? No, we just get in the screen, baby. We just get in the screen. My wife is calling and I can't answer now. And we need to check if this phone wants to boot after reballing the CPU. What do you think, Tim?
I hope so.
Okay, let's hope. I push the power button. And please. And boom! We are here! iPhone 14 Pro! We got it! We reballed the CPU, we reballed the board, we got it back together, and we just wait for a screen. Yes, here we are, baby! And touch is working. So all is fine. I'm out. Goodbye. Peace.